This is PkmnMstrz, a Pokemon Go podcast. Your critical hit of Pokemon Go and the news from the Pokemon world around us. Logic and adultiness don't always apply. Here are your hosts, Jolt Switch Mac and Roxy.
Hi everyone and welcome to a new week. We do have Roxy back here with us. She's feeling
Sup, bitches?
a little better.
As I'm doing my pelvic floor exercises.
Not at 100%, but
No, it sucks. Like, I think today's the first time I stood up unassisted. I actually figured out when my back started. It's almost been a month. It started on the 26th of October.
oh man.
It's been a while.
Yeah, you've been having a rough patch.
Yeah, I'm not having a good time.
But today is November the 9th. We'll go through a few of the details here of what we've been seeing. Now, of course, just everyone, of course, our podcast is part of that Pokemon Professor Network, so make sure you take a peek at PokemnMstrz.com to see any other podcasts that you might be interested in for all sorts of things. Now, of course, we do have our event radar. We'll update you on the spotlight hours coming up and what's passed there for you. There were a couple special weekend events that happened this weekend.
What happened?
We'll touch on that in a little bit.
Okay.
We do.
I can learn about what I missed.
We can learn about what you missed.
Awesome.
We do have both community days coming up this week as well. And an adjustment to the legendary raids as things are closing and things are coming back. And we'll also touch on the animation week itself that I'd mentioned in the last podcast, but Roxy didn't get caught up on the information.
I know nothing. Even though you look like Jon Snow, I am him tonight. I know nothing.
Now, with Rookity and the data mines, we do have a bit of information on experience points rebalancing going on in Pokemon Go. We'll touch on that when we get there.
Does this affect me?
Current experience points?
Yeah.
Not yet. It's a test that they're running in New Zealand and Australia, but again, we'll talk about it in a bit.
Yo.
And in the Battle Arena, we have Go Battle League Season 5 kicking off, and there's not too much to go through this week.
No.
Now, before we start picking up the pace, our podcast, of course, is sponsored by Rogue Energy, which is a healthy way to increase your natural energy, sharpen your mental focus, and reduce fatigue. We do enjoy that strawberry kiwi flavor, and keep hydrated with the fruit punch as well, as I'd mentioned last week. What are you doing?
Speaking of Rogue Energy, what have you done?
What do you mean?
You filled it up. What is happening?
I'm confused at what you're asking. What's happening?
Do
It's
you
filled
not
up.
see that?
No.
It's like the water's coming out, but from where and why?
The water's going the wrong way in the straw. It's not going to the bottom. It's coming up the top. Okay,
It's like a bubble. That I could go more.
I don't know.
What are
I can't
you
help you.
doing?
I honestly don't know. I filled it up and shook it, and there it is.
Well, I'm just gonna enjoy my backwards Rogue Energy. It's cool.
So as I mentioned there, we do enjoy that fruit punch, and you've been enjoying the dragon fruit mango.
I like that one. I like that better than the
Yeah?
fruit punch. I think I was convincing myself that I liked the fruit punch as much as I did, but that's probably because I haven't tried any other flavors.
Good to have a little taste test of other
Yeah,
things.
I like the dragon fruit.
Now, as I always mention, as a type 1 diabetic, I really have no concerns as Rogue Energy doesn't have sugar.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's on a keto diet, or if you're type
So
1
I can get
diabetic,
less fat. Yeah.
you can enjoy Rogue Energy and not have to count those carbs. If you're not really sure what flavor you like, you just grab a starter pack. It comes with a few single-serve flavor packets of different flavors.
I learned a word. Are they sachets? Single serve sachets?
I think that's the French word for them.
It's the Polish word too. It's like they're called saszetki.
I did not know that.
Ha ha.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's a little bit of Polish for Celtic here. I'm pretty sure he asked for it at some point.
I think so.
For me to speak some Polish. So in all my Boratness, jak się masz? Dziękuję.
So like I mentioned there, just grab a starter pack. It comes with a few of those packets, single serve, and a shaker cup. And Rogue Energy will keep you running for usually up to 8 hours. We've been having some issue getting to those 8 hours simply because we're already so exhausted, but it does give us the boost we need to survive.
Honestly, I stack shit up. Like, I have coffees, the Rogue Energy, like, fuck.
Oh, last week I was on an espresso and a whole bunch of Rogue Energy and I was just vibrating. It was a bad idea.
God, you know how I was leaving today for physio?
Mm-hmm.
You told me to go make you the cup and bring it here because you were with Layla.
Yeah.
And I did it, and then it got on my hands, and for whatever reason I put it in my mouth, and then it was so powerful, like I rubbed it on my teeth and I was like, what am I doing? It's like I'm a coke addict. Like, what the fuck is going on?
You just rubbing the powder right in your mouth?
Because I was like, it was so concentrated on my tongue. I'm like, I gotta spread it. So I actually like spread it on my teeth. I'm like, I'm literally like a cokehead.
Oh man.
It was so. Let's just say that you cannot try to do fun dip with the powder for, Rogue Energy, because it is way too concentrated.
Oh my god.
It was delicious, but I was like, oh, my teeth like itched.
Oh man.
I make some questionable choices. Like, I don't know, like what the fuck went through my mind? Oh look, I got powder on my hands. Let me just put it in my mouth. Oh, do we have a stirring stong?
We have a stirring stong.
You can see the bassinet vibrate, eh?
She's kicking, so I can see the mobile shaking.
No.
Oh no.
Shit. It's okay. Here you go.
Oh no.
I think I got it.
Fuck.
Hold on.
Is she like asleep?
Ish.
Oh man.
Fucking 3 months sleep regression. God damn it.
So like I always mention there, if you are looking for a discount on any of the products that you're looking at on Rogue Energy, just use that promo code PkmnMstrz. It'll save you 10%. And savings is always good.
Just make sure you spell it right.
The same as the way we spell it in our podcast.
Because there's going to be that one person that's going to
spelling
fuck
it out.
up.
Pokemon. PkmnMstrz.
Word.
So taking a peek at Spotlight Hours. Of course, they run every week on Tuesday, starting at 6 p.m. local time, running till 7 p.m. Last week we had Cubone with extra Stardust, I believe. I can't remember.
Sure, I don't know.
I
I remember.
Coming up this week we have Jigglypuff with 2 times catch experience points.
It would be so nice to partake. I'm never gonna reach level 40.
I'm sure we'll get you there.
Oh, it's gonna be a while. I bet you it will not be before Stonk turns 1.
You never know.
If she keeps being this needy, there's no way.
We'll figure it out.
I need to get a carrier.
We've got to get you more 10 and 12k eggs that you can hatch when you go on walks.
When we go on walks?
Yeah, you just close your game completely and use Adventure Sync. When I went out on our walk, I hatched like 5-6 eggs on Adventure Sync.
Nice, I just don't have any more incubators. That's the problem. And I no longer put money in the game because I have to buy stonk stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you saw the bags coming into the house with toys.
So much toys. Oh man.
Gotta keep her entertained.
So this week, actually starting on the 6th, so it was mid last week, and running until this week on the 12th, and ending at 10 p.m. local time, is the Johto Journeys Animation Week event. So that Pokemon Journeys, Pokemon Journeys, is the newest TV series with Ash and Go. So they are doing a nod to the series. They've got lots of Pokemon in raids and everything tied to that. Lugia is in raids until November 16th, which is past the ending of this event, until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, simply because of that event itself. Now it does have Aeroblast, which is a new move for it, so just keep that in mind when you get out and raid. And again, in your 7k eggs, you'll be seeing Pichu, Mantike, Riolu, and Cubone. You have been seeing a lot of Cubone recently. It is always shiny possible at this point. I believe it's blue.
It's green.
Green. This shows you how much I care. Roll your eyes.
Yeah, well, maybe because you're like this, all you're hatching is Zubats.
Yes, I got a Zubat from a 2k. That was not a fun experience.
Like, what the fuck?
So annoying. Oh my god.
Zubat is the new Feebas.
Zubat is the new Feebas. Oh man. So Go may be appearing in some of your snapshots, and again, Go is the other character to Ash in the series, and you can actually purchase their avatar or get their avatar items for free in the store.
Well, that's cool.
I did also actually notice from this event that eggs were at a quarter distance. Remember I mentioned that to you?
Mm-hmm.
I was saving eggs for a quarter distance for the community day events. There's seemed to be something wrong with Adventure Sync for, I think it was Android 9 and below it.
Yeah.
So they kicked everything back to 1/4 distance.
Alright.
Which is
I ain't
neat.
complaining.
Yeah, I put that 2k in my infinite incubator and it was down to 1/2 kilometer. I'm like, something's wrong.
Well, that's a waste.
Well, no. But
kind of. It's half a like, come on.
Yeah, 1/2 kilometer is easy.
I know.
And then you get a Zubat.
I don't know, but to me that feels like a waste.
Why is that a waste?
Because it's 500 meters, like, with a super incubator. Like, what the fuck?
My biggest issue is that I'm not spinning stops right now because I want to get the 12k eggs again for community day.
That's what I'm trying to do, but for whatever fucking reason, my shit's full of eggs.
Yeah, but the issue is when you're empty on eggs and you spin a stop, you automatically get an egg.
I understand that, but I haven't spawned a stop in forever. Because I don't have any more room in my bag. So it's like, I can't get eggs.
I'm trying to figure out a way to stop getting eggs from stops so you can spin them still. Like if there's a dummy egg you can, for instance in the video game, they figured out the Everstone that you can give to a Pokemon so it won't evolve. There's got to be something similar that they can do in Pokemon Go, like a dummy egg or something to block a space.
It's just, why the fuck won't you let me delete eggs?
Or you could transfer eggs.
Or you could just fucking empty the bottom row. I mean, make it accessible. Yes, that's right, Stonk.
But that's the thing. Okay, fine, you have 9 eggs and make the bottom row accessible.
It's still the same issue.
It's the same issue that you'll fill it up. So something like a dummy egg or something that you put in. So like what they've done is they make it so when you hatch all of the incubated eggs, it flips to your egg screen to say, hey, you don't have an incubator in use. Would you like to pick an egg? If you put a dummy egg in, maybe when you spin a stop, it flips there and says, would you like an egg?
Mm-hmm. You can say no.
Yeah, rather than having it all the time, so you have to put the dummy egg there physically to just confirm.
I get that.
So for instance, if the dummy egg's there and that would stop you from getting it from a rocket balloon.
Or you could just not even get the dummy egg and just get the prompt, would you like this egg, yes or no?
Yeah, but then that would be a pain in the ass in every single experience that you might get an egg. Opening gifts, doing balloons. So if you want to hold those spaces for whatever reason, drop the dummy egg, and then it would prompt you. Otherwise, remove it. Sort of like when you pick an incubator. Just an idea, but we'll see how quickly Niantic hears my idea. So this weekend we had 2 special events that were all for the States.
Yeah.
One was for Verizon on Saturday, and one was for Grubhub on Sunday.
Yep.
We did see...
People were not happy.
No, they were having issue getting tickets for the Grubhub event, I think it was.
That's what I saw.
Definitely a concern. I'm sure that it's the first time they've done something like it, so they probably just have to iron out details very similar to Remote Go Fest.
But you gotta be prepared. You know what I mean?
Be prepared.
I know, so at the same time you can't just be like, well, we have nothing to do with it, talk to them. Well, we have nothing to do with it, talk to them. Like, there has to be some, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's got to be some level of communication about something.
It could be just better communication.
Yeah. There's
Or
got to be
broader, if that makes sense.
There's got to be a way. But, again, something that may just need to be ironed out for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Remote Go Fest this year, the first little bit was all the hiccups.
Yeah.
Because it's the first time it was done, ever. Just maybe for the next one it'll be better.
Maybe. It's just, I feel like maybe because it was like, it's not that like people could participate and it was hiccupy, they didn't even get their ticket. So what I'm saying is, some people because of that might not even give it another chance, unfortunately.
True.
That's what I'd be concerned with.
Yeah. Something that you would need to keep in mind as well is it would be affecting the companies that are doing it with them more so than Niantic, because those companies are sponsoring those events and probably paying Niantic to have it done.
Mm-hmm.
So if they fucked it up on their end and they weren't able to follow through, it may affect them in the long run more so than Niantic, because Niantic can now work with other companies.
Yeah.
And say, hey, when we did it with this one, this was a problem, let's try and do it a different way for you.
Or just everyone dropped the ball. It could be that. Who knows?
Could be. I'm not saying that
know. You don't know.
that only one side dropped the ball. So beyond that, we do have community days coming up. So this weekend on Sunday, I believe the 15th, between 11 and 5 p.m. 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. local time, will be Electabuzz's community day. So there will be that community day box, as I'd mentioned before, snapshots with Electabuzz. There is event-exclusive timed research that you don't need to pay for.
And shiny.
Shiny possible as well. It will learn Flamethrower when you evolve to Electivire.
Nice.
Elect Kid will be coming from 2k eggs during the event, and it's at that quarter hatch distance that I had mentioned there before. So the Community Day box for, again, Electabuzz will have the Elite Fast TM in it, alongside Super Incubators, Incense, and of course Ultra Balls. Between this one and the next one, the Legendary raids will flip over. So as of the 16th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until the 24th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll see the Swords of Justice in those Legendary raids. So that is Terrakion, Cobalion, and Virizion. So following that, on the Saturday, you'll see Magmar as its Community Day. It will also have the 99-cent purchasable research and research that you don't need to purchase. So there's two different pieces, as well as the Community Day box. So they are double dipping this month. As I mentioned last week, I'm a bit concerned about that. I really hope we aren't seeing that moving forward. I mean, I understand they need monetization as a company, but to double up like that in the space of a week is kind of frustrating, to say the least.
Yeah.
So you will, of course, get Thunderbolt when you evolve to Magmortar. You'll get a Elite Charge TM from that Community Day box. And Magby will be hatching from 2k eggs, and you'll still have that quarter hatch distance.
So they'll be shiny too, Magmar, right?
Yeah, Magmar will also be shiny. Magby and Elekid are already shiny, possible. So I know that a couple other podcasts were mentioning like maybe they'll have boosted shiny rates in those 2k eggs, but who knows. Of course, for both of them, your incense will last for 3 hours when you drop it instead of the regular one that we're now used to. So keep that in mind too. We do have a little bit in the data mine. Yes, we are already there yet. Before we get into it, keep in mind that we are powered by Patreon as well. So for as little as $1 a month, you can help the PvP scene that we admin within our region and keep the gears turning on our content as well. Any level of support always helps immensely. Now, if monetary support isn't quite your thing, just make sure to drop a rating on whatever podcast provider you're listening on if they allow it. So Apple Podcasts, all the different pieces, drop those ratings, and of course we'll read them on air. So in the data mine, as I'd mentioned, Pokemon Go Live had spoken to doing a rebalance of experience points. So they're adjusting the experience points earned from tasks that you complete. The test itself is running as of today, so that's November the 9th, until November the 16th. It's for quote-unquote select trainers in Australia and New Zealand. No word if the experience points is increasing or decreasing, which, I mean, with people trying to get to level 40, I can't see them turning that down when the thoughts and information to get to level 50 has nothing to do with experience points. So they may be gearing it up for all we know. So the tasks themselves that they mention are catching, hatching, and evolving. But again, no word on if it's going up or down. Now for the Battle Arena, the Little Cup started today, again at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and is running until the 16th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, these Pokemon are only Pokemon that can evolve, but haven't yet. So they're like first stage Pokemon. So for instance, Togepi, Pichu, those guys, but only up to 500 CP instead of that 1500. So it's kind of cute.
It's like a baby Pokemon tournament?
Essentially, without having to be a baby Pokemon, which is a bonus.
Cute.
A lot of people have been talking about investing in like second moves and stuff, but a big thing to remember is because they're at 500 CP, you don't need that second move. You'll probably be able to feint them with the fast moves. So like I said, we don't really have much to go through here this week. So aside from that, was there anything that you had seen in the past week that you wanted to speak to? Or
Yeah, if anyone has dealt with sleep regression and your baby waking up every hour, let me know. What do I do? Besides, slitting my wrists and pouring coffee directly into my veins. Or, Rogue energy powder instead of putting it on my teeth.
So everyone, just make sure you're tuning in on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts, as well as Stitcher and iHeartRadio. We are pretty much available anywhere, so if you're not listening on those and you're listening somewhere else, look us up. You're already hearing us, so you're listening somewhere. Now make sure to like, follow, and subscribe on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can always send us an email at joltswitch@outlook.com, as well as info@PkmnMstrz.com. And you can leave us a text or send us a WhatsApp message or voice note at 548-800-5091.
Can they mail us things?
No, we don't have a P.O. box yet.
Oh, okay. Don't mail me anything, it's COVID. I don't want it. I'm just literally gonna spray it with Lysol, so whatever's in that envelope is just gonna smudge.
But yeah, everyone, hang in there, wash your hands, stay safe.
Don't talk moistly.
And don't talk moistly.
I fucking hate that word too.
And we'll chat next week.
Yeah. Come over here and call your child baby. My arm hurts.